Hey, this is Aly Wagner, and you are listening to Gym on Base.
Welcome back to another episode of the Gym on Base show. We're here at Chase Center at the Bay Area Host Committee kickoff for All-Star Weekend with the great Aly Wagner, and it's good to see you tonight.
Yeah, great to be here.
Well, what brings you out specifically? You're on the panel, right, for the BAHC. It's a little bit of a tongue twister, so I'm trying to get it down.
I'm fortunate enough to be surrounded by incredible board members, being on the board for the Bay Area Host Committee. And so, look, this is the launch event, really, for what we're trying to do in years to come, and that is bring the best sporting events to the Bay Area and really leave a legacy and impact of bringing, sports, not just at the high end, not the big events like the All-Star Game, like the Super Bowl, like the World Cup. Those are like the coup de grace moments for any young athlete that dreams and aspires to be a professional athlete. But we also want to leave a legacy in the community and provide access to sport through, for the next generation, and also through, our work program that we announced. So I think there's a lot of positive work that we're doing on the Bay Area Host Committee, and that's, the reason I'm here is to make an impact and leave a legacy.
Well, how did you get involved exactly? Did they approach you, or how did it kind of all happen?
Yeah, I'm one of the co-founders of BAHC, which is the newest professional women's football team here in the Bay Area. And as, my role in bringing that team to the Bay Area, I was, the board reached out to me. I was actually Al Guido, who I've known in the past, through trying to bring the World Cup here, and then obviously Zaylene, who is our CEO, incredible, leader for this, for our committee. But she was also reached out to me to see if I had any interest in participating, and of course it was a no-brainer. When I heard their vision, what we were trying to do, it makes perfect sense.
Well, you picked a good move, too, because they had a panel discussion up here, and you got in. You didn't have to get up on stage and give a speech or anything, so you did it right.
Yeah, I know how to work these events. You come in at the right time, and you get to listen and applause, and then go have some cocktails after. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned being a part of BAHC. I've had Brandy Chastain on, so
I'm sorry about that, by the way. I'm sure that was very painful for you.
Yeah, I just give her the keys. She drives, basically, when it comes to interviews, so it was awesome.
Don't ever give her the keys. She's a terrible driver. She's the person that stays in the left lane and goes like way under the speed limit. So that's point number one. I'm actually going to ask the president to sign executive order, I believe, to eliminate people hanging out in the left lane, right? The left lane is for passing. This is my new initiative. Beyond the Bay Area Host Committee, my new focus in life is to eliminate people hanging out in the left lane.
Well, you heard it here first.
You did. You heard it. Executive order coming tomorrow.
And then Mayor Lurie now, so he was here tonight, so he'll help you get it going.
Maybe we start in San Francisco, and then we dream big. Yeah.
Well, I got to ask you because I had Summer Sanders on, and I said, what do you do with your gold medals? So you have two, so I'm curious, what do you do with yours? Because she said hers are in her sock drawer, I believe.
Yeah, it's about that. In my house. I don't want to tell exactly where because someone's going to come and, break into my house and find them. But let's just say they are not where you would typically see gold medals. They're not on the wall. They're not hung and nicely framed. In fact, they're rather tarnished and need some love.
Well, one thing I want to touch on really quick to know who people are away from what they're known for too is you have a family, you have kids, and you have 2 boys and 2 girls, right? So you get the perfect ratio.
I have 3 boys and 1 girl. So I have triplets. I have triplet boys that are 11, and then I have 1 daughter that's 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we do have 4, but 3 boys, 1 girl.
So you snuck out on a school night.
We did sneak out. In fact, my husband's sitting right over there, and he's wondering when he gets to go have his cocktail. But nonetheless, yes, we did get out on a school night thanks to Mom. She's watching the kids.
Well, I am curious. 2 questions left. When I have everyone on, I like to ask them, who was your first concert? What kind of music are you into?
My first concert, I don't know if this is entirely true, actually, but we're going to go with New Kids on the Block. And the reason, that says a lot, right? It's embarrassing. The reason we're going New Kids on the Block is that my brothers, I have 2 older brothers, they're much older, they're really old. I have 2 older brothers, and they said, if you still like the New Kids on the Block, a decade from when I was like 8 or 9, then we will buy you, it was like, we'll give you $100. We'll give you $1,000. I don't know what the quantum was, but it was some reward if I liked them a decade later. And I'm here to say that after we won a gold medal in 2004, they were on tour, and I went backstage, and I went to New Kids on the Block, and I met at that time, well, not at that time, when I was younger, my crush, which was Joey McIntyre. And my brothers never paid up. So New Kids on the Block is one. Or that was probably my first concert. And what music do I listen to now? again, 4 kids. They take control of my Spotify, and I am now at the mercy of their whims, but I am into like a very diverse set of music. So if I'm working out, I might be listening to Teddy Swims or Frank Sinatra. I know that's not workout music, right? But then I also love SZA. I do love Taylor. I hate to say it. I love Taylor Swift. I love me some good country. So I'm all over the place. And mostly, if I can play it on a piano, I'll listen to it. So.
Okay. Well, I made the mistake of on Instagram looking at some New Kids on the Block. So I guess they did like a Vegas residency. So now when I go on Instagram, my thing just shows me those guys dancing and stuff. I'm like,
that's so painful. Yeah.
It's a little interesting.
Yeah, you got to turn the mic off on your phone so it can't hear what you're talking about.
Well, last thing here, you're doing some broadcasting, so you're not a stranger behind the mic. So it makes me a little nervous. I got to ask some good questions. But the last thing was BAHC might have the coolest Letterman type jackets on the planet. So when are you guys going to sell them? Because I'm always looking on the store. I think you make a bunch of money.
I mean, well, there is a version of the Letterman. There's a few versions now online at BAHC. It's like Shop BAHC. Gosh, I should know that. It should roll off the top of my tongue, but it doesn't. There are a few versions. They're just not the founder OG version. So, you gotta get it while it's available. Otherwise, they roll off the shelves pretty quickly.
Well, keep an eye out, Aly. It's good to see you here at this great event, and looking forward to seeing you down the line.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan, Jim, let's work on that identity, buddy.
We're getting there.